Okay guys, so today I'm trying to get a quick part 4 for what if Goku was abandoned and betrayed out. Because guys, I so like the support you really give the series and I can't leave you hanging, can I? So today I'll be doing part 4 for what if Goku was abandoned and betrayed. So what happens now is we see Goku, Broly, Paragus and Raditz hopping into some space pods and flying back to planet Earth. Here Goku now is training with the Saiyans for a few extra moments longer, and they train for another 8 months inside the hyperbolic time chamber. This time Goku doesn't make any of them let up and make sure that they use as much of the strength as possible, meaning that he makes sure that they all get Zenkai boosts to an amazing extent. And on top of this, Goku's dragon Shenron has now been reactivated in this time, meaning that Goku now has a whole 3 more uses on it, which pleases Goku. So now, after this, Goku now lies at a power level of 1 million, and on top of this, he now knows the Ikari form. Broly lies on a power level of 1.2 million since Broly has now started tapping into his latent potential. Paragus has a power level of 700,000 and Raditz has a power level of 900,000, and this is pre-Namek saga. So now, what happened was Frieza had been listening in to the whole confrontation between the Saiyans and realized that Goku managed to use his powers of the Dragon Balls, which led him to go to Namek to use his own Dragon Balls against this version of Goku. And on top of this, in a planet far beyond the mortal realm, we now see a destroyer wake up, and he gets woken up by Supreme Kai, who says, "Beerus, there is a threat to the extent that we have never seen before. This is a Saiyan, and we don't know what to do about him." And Beerus says, "No matter, I will easily dispose of this threat. And just give me a few more hours of a nap. I don't have any time to worry about weaklings like Frieza and the Saiyan. Call me in about, say, 3 years." And just as Supreme Kai wanted to argue, Beerus simply just turns off and falls asleep. Now, after this, Goku lands on planet Namek and comes face to face against Frieza, not needing to waste any time on this Namekian planet. And he says to himself, "These guys are a peaceful race. They haven't done anything to me. So, for the time being, I will leave them to survive. But if even one double crosses me, their death will be assured." So now what happens is Goku faces against Frieza and goes into his Ikari form, putting him at a power level of 10 million to Frieza's merely 500,000. And Frieza directly powers up to his final form, putting him at a power level of 50 million, which Goku can't compete with. But what Frieza did not anticipate was Goku's immortality, allowing him to regenerate and get Zenkais after beating, which means that not after long, Goku's power levels soon surpassed Frieza's. And when Frieza was talking about reaching his ultimate full power form, Goku said, "I have no time for your childish antics, lizard. If you wanted a chance to win, you should have done that from the start. But now your end is assured." As he then launches a full power Kamehameha wave, vanquishing the Terran from existence. Now after this, we now see Goku summoning his dragons and wishing for him to combine the power of the Namek's Dragon Balls into his own. And just like that, Namek's Dragon Balls become a part of Goku's own Dragon Balls, making Goku's Dragon Balls twice as strong and able to do 6 wishes. But at this point, the 6 wishes are only minor, so it's not like he can wish for immortality for 6 people. He can only do like 6 minor wishes. At this moment, it still is irrelevant since the dragon can only do 3 major wishes, which are the wishes Goku always chooses anyway. So this doesn't matter for now, but this means that the dragon can transport Goku even further, or even do more complicated wishes if Goku so desires. So Goku then says, "Dragon, tell me about the new threats I have, cause I'm sure this Frieza wasn't the only one out for my blood." And the dragon says, "Master Goku, you have the destroyer of the Universe 7 who is out for you. His power level is infinitesimally larger than yours, and he could kill you if you were not immortal with one flick of his pinky finger. You stand no chance. If I was to suggest, Master, I suggest that you make a wish that you will upgrade the hyperbolic time chamber so that it gives you no effect of aging, and on top of this, it upgraded so that it allows you to do 5 years in 1 day of training." And Goku says, "I'm happy I made you, Shenron. For that I will reward you. I wish for you to have a mortal body and become one of my fighters." And for this, Shenron now takes a look similar to Piccolo, and he becomes part of Goku's squad. So now, even though the Shenron can do wishes, he also now has a mortal body, which allows him to compete in fights. And remember, since they're linked in power level, that means Goku and Shenron have the same power level at every moment in time, which means this Shenron is deadly overpowered. So now Goku then says, "Shenron." Then Shenron says, "Yes, Master Goku." Then Goku says, "Transport us to Earth. Our job is done here. And on top of that, send the Grandmaster of this planet a thank you for cooperating and not causing a fuss." So then Goku now transports planet Earth. So I don't know if I mentioned this in the last part, but Goku in this situation gets married to Launch, who he rescues, and makes her the Grand Commander of the Red Ribbon Army while he is away taking over the universe. So now Launch comes excitedly to Goku and presents him their 5-year-old son Gohan and Goku says, my, he's so strong already, has a power level of 1000 at that age. That's crazy strong. Now, on top of this, please tell me what you've been doing. And Launch tells him about how she has teamed up with the Red Ribbon Army and used Bulma's technology to start creating some new superpowered androids, Android 17 and 18, the willing volunteers for this experiment, and Dr. Jiro's own son, Android 16. All this delights Goku and says, "Launch, I'm happy I married you. You do a very good job. Keep up the good work. And I might give you this planet to own," which makes Launch very happy and says, "Your wish is my command, Master, my love." Then after this, what happens now is Goku enters the time chamber with the Saiyans, but he doesn't go with Gohan, since he wants Gohan to be trained in the way of thinking and becoming smart, and then in the way of fighting, since he can already tell that Gohan has immense potential. So then, after these 5 years of training, everyone steps out on a completely new level. Shenron and Goku are miles away from Frieza, and they rank on Super Saiyan 3 level Goku from the Buu saga, since Goku constantly trained for 5 years straight, pushing himself past death and fighting with Shenron, who has the same power as him. And on top of this, everyone else ranks as Buu saga Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta level without transformations even, which means that now all of these warriors could easily kill Buu if the need arose. And on top of this, I will now cut to what's happening in the world of the Kais. Since Goku now found the time to kill all the Kais of the universe. And we now see Vegeta breaking the Z-Sword with Nappa and their potentials being unlocked by Elder Kai after training for 5 years. What will happen in the next part? Find out soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.